What up, hip hop heads? I'm back with another one.
Hey, what up, though?
And tonight I got the exclusive interview with young Herk, where we talk about hip hop, we talk about influences, we talk about life growing up in Detroit. Alright, in order to get started right away, if you're not already subscribed, I'd love to have you on the team. I'm always making new content. All you gotta do is just hit that subscribe button. Check it out right here.
What's going on?
Not too much. Glad to have you on board, man. This is an exciting night for me. I got the legendary young Herc on the line. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Much love, bro. Much love. How you
Hey,
feeling?
thank you. Thank you for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it. And it's truly an honor to have you on the honor show. Um,
Right.
yeah, man, I've been listening to you for years. And I even just now before coming on here, I was listening to some of your shit and just, dude, the metaphors, the entendres you use, like
Right.
like what was that one? Like I'm deep in, like something like I'm deep in the street, like potholes, fam. Like that shit's genius. I love it.
Right.
Um, how old were you when you first started rapping?
Well, I first started rapping when I was around the age of like 12, 13.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
Started writing raps and stuff like that. Just listening to my father rap and just started like copying his patterns and stuff and just starting to learn how to put bars together.
Right.
That's when I was 12, 13, middle school.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Hey, what?
Yeah.
Tell me what was that like having Big Herc, your pops? He's a legend in the game too. What was that like having a mentor like that to help guide you? And help you learn how to do that stuff. I mean that's cool. That's cool.
Right. Well, yeah, it was dope, man. Happy to have a father that was always, just a father in general was good to have, just guiding you through life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just even just beyond like music, just have a father that supports you and
Right.
somebody that set a blueprint for you. But yeah, it was dope to be able to watch him do his thing and rap and then get notoriety and make a
Right.
name for himself and intrigue me. Our fathers are our first heroes, so
Yeah.
just to have my pops actually show me how to rap a little bit. I kind of learned on my own, kind of,
Hmm.
but I was mimicking what he did. But I kind of, got into it on my own, and then he started seeing me do it, and like, okay, then he picked it up from there.
Nice. That's awesome. That's cool. Um, who else were some of your early influences in music as you were growing up?
But it'd be my pops and a group he was in, Jay Nutty,
Yes.
Charlie Picasso, Thrust, my man Devious actually got me together a lot on my flow when I was younger and mentoring me. But yes, I can name a lot of guys. Those are my main influences that really got me going to as far as a rapper that influenced my style and how I rap.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, big shout outs to them and props to them because they influenced a person that here's the outcome. We got young Herc here, and to me, you're one of the top tier rappers out there. So, props to them for being that influence to a young man. And um, who would you say if you could work with anybody? Like three people in the rap game. If you could work with anybody, to make an album or a song, who would it be?
If I could work with three artists, I think I would like to do a song with Nas.
Yeah.
I like Nas. Nas is one of the dopest to me. I love
Oh yeah.
how consistent Nas is as an artist, and we a Virgo like me.
Right.
I would like to do anybody that want to work with me for real, honestly. But I respect a lot of artists that
Right.
can, like Nas. I grew up
Yeah.
to a lot of Ti. I like Ti when
Yeah.
I was growing up.
Oh yeah.
I like to work with Ti.
Yeah.
Jadakiss. So I say like Ti, Nas, Jadakiss.
Hell yeah.
I had to pick three.
Hell yeah. Well, I could tell you one thing. I would love it to hear those features, man. I'd love it. I'd be right
Yeah,
there. I'd be right there waiting. Like, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
yeah. I gotta get one with Jadakiss for sure. And T, I gotta get one. I gotta have to do one with Jadakiss for sure. I think it's kind of closer because
Hell yeah.
That's closer to happening.
Hell yeah. Keep me posted, man. That's big news. We'll post that up all over. I'll do reviews on it and shit. And hell yeah.
Yep,
Speaking of new
yep,
music
yep,
too, you got a new album coming out called Sibling Rivalry with your brother.
yep.
Hell
Sibling
yeah.
rivalry. Yep.
Let's talk about that. How did that come about? And like what's the concept of it? And just like I'll let you talk about whatever you want to talk about of it.
Right. Well, sibling rivalry is basically like I did an album with my father like in 2016. It
The
was called The
Bloodline joint?
Bloodline. Yep, and we kind of played off of the Godfather, where it was Michael and Vito Corleone. We had passed the torch to Michael Corleone, so
Hell yeah.
that was the concept for that. And then my little brother, he actually been working his way up since then to
Okay.
actually putting out CDs and recording and doing songs. And he actually got to a level where he is elite now. And then I
Oh,
decided
cool.
like let's just do a CD together and then push each other. He been grinding and way he's been grinding his way up. So I feel like all right, let's do a CD together. This concept we came up with, sibling rivalry.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what? I can say this too because I've heard you guys on tracks together. I've heard you with your pops, you with your brother, and all you guys together. And man, you guys, you push each other, you feed off each other. You can tell there's just that vibe there. It's dope. I can't wait for the sibling rivalry album. Like every day I'm looking like, oh, it's coming soon. I know it's coming soon.
Yeah, it's dope too, man. We got a lot. It's some dope songs on there. We actually just finished it up. He mixing it down now.
Hell
He
yeah.
actually sent me last little final drafts, but
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm just thinking about it. It's gonna be dope. We got nice dope. It's gonna be like 8 songs.
Yeah.
It's some hard joints on there.
Yes. Are you gonna press up any physical copies of it?
We were just talking about that. I think we wanna do a physical copies.
Mhm.
The way the game then changed, like it's
Right.
people don't. It's not a high request for physical copies. So it's like
Right.
if we do them, we got to do like a short order of maybe a 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a small order of 50 or something, and see if who
Sure.
all want them still.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody's so interneted out. Everything is USB.
Right. I'm one of the only ones still that want to get an actual physical copy and a whole album and listen to it all the way through and rewind it and listen to it again and break it
Right.
down like that's why I asked because if you press up some physical copies, hell yeah, I'll order one. Definitely I'll put it right on my shelf with the other ones. That's hell yeah, it'll be like a
Yeah.
trophy. Hell yeah.
That'd be dope, man. That'd be dope too.
Hell
That'd be
yeah.
dope.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for
Yeah.
that. I'm excited for that because like I said, I've
Yeah.
been listening to your music and I've listened to your brother's music and your pops and I've listened to you guys together and I know it's gonna be dope. And you guys have been working on it for a bit and making sure it's coming out right. It ain't just something you're like, here, let's just get it out there. You guys are tweaking it and making sure it's where it needs to be. So I appreciate that too. Working on
Yeah,
it,
you
making
got to,
sure it's cool.
because the way when it's out, it's gonna be out. So you got to make sure that when you're done with it, it's a finished product to where it's
Right,
gonna be out. It's gonna be out forever.
right. And see, you put your heart and soul into your music. You care about it. It ain't just something like you can tell. You can tell these guys that are out there that just only are doing it for a job and they don't really care about it. Versus guys like you that really care about the music and like you said, it's gonna be out there forever for people to hear.
Right.
And you want it to be right. That's dope. That's super dope.
Yeah, that's just how I am, man. That's
Hell
just me.
yeah. Hell yeah. You can tell too, because your songs are all mixed good. That all the sound sounds right. None of the snares are off or nothing. It's all dope. It's all put together good. All your whoever you use for your directing the videos is always good. Like all your shit's fly. So big
Right. Yeah.
props, man. Big props. Um,
Gotta be like that. I usually direct all my videos to
yep.
go come up with write my own treatment so it can come out right, so it
Hell
don't look
yeah.
repetitive like everybody else's. So
Nice.
uh,
Right. There's something to it too when you do it yourself and you're like, no, I want to make sure it's, because when you trust somebody else to do it, that's one thing. But when you do it yourself and make sure, no, I got to get it just like this. And, I like that.
right.
Um,
Yeah.
do you have, like, if you could ever pick who's your five favorite producers in the rap game?
My 5 favorite producers.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't really have like a 5 favorite producers, but if I like just naming a 5, I could name like 5. I
Yeah.
like Just Blaze. I like Just Blaze.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I like Just Blaze. Timberland for real.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that for?
Yeah.
Um, hell of a, hell
Yeah.
of a,
Yes. Hell of a 313. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I just like asking people like who who some of the producers that they really like are because I think produce some of the producers that have been in the game a while, like the guys you mentioned, deserve a lot of credit and help carrying the game and shit. Like I like you said, I like Dre, DJ Muggs, and a few other ones I can't remember put on the spot like that. But yeah, oh yeah.
right.
What about MCs? Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be an absolute pie list, but who like a few of the top MCs in your book?
Top MCs. Um, so you say the top MCs, like how would you mean, like far as lyricists or artists or
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be like okay, like for instance, Easy E's one of my all-time favorites, even though I know he didn't write all his lyrics and shit. So
right?
I know he's not a lyricist, but I loved his music, so he's always one of my top guys. Just some of your favorite artists.
Well, my artists that I
Oh,
personally I like Big L. Big L is one of
yes,
my favorite artists.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Big L was a real dope rapper, very
oh yeah,
lyrical, a lot of word play rhymes,
right,
elite lyricist. So I like artists like that caliber. That's like my favorite
right,
artist. I found Big L when I was in middle school. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
just getting to high school, I found Big L.
nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, he's prolific, man. We got robbed of him way too soon. Got that
Yeah,
one album, and but
yeah,
that
yeah,
that solidified him though as a rap
yeah, yeah.
legend. Just that
Yeah,
one
I think
album.
he had two. He had 2 albums.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Okay, I need
He
to
had
get up on my
lifestyles
history.
of the poor and lifestyles of the poor and dangerous,
Mm,
and then he had the big picture.
okay, okay. See,
Yep,
I
yep,
need to
yep.
get up on my history. Thank you.
Yeah, see, see, I know that because that's my favorite rapper, so that's why I know. Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah,
all I know. But yeah, I like him, Big L. I mean, Big L, Big Pun, artists that's like
yeah,
elite lyricists. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Elzai. Plus,
Hell
here
yeah,
Eminem, Royce the 5'9".
right.
Those
Yes,
my elite lyricists.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. See, and that's why I love doing this. That's why I love doing these interviews because, like I said, I love lyrical rap too, and lyrics and shit. Like, um, and see, now I learned something. Now I can go check out another Big L album and go through all that
Right.
because you put me up on that. So yeah, that's why I like doing this shit. Um,
Yeah.
let's see here. What was it like growing up in Detroit? Like, I I know a lot of people love it in Detroit, and they say it's a great place to grow up and shit. And I mean, and then some people say, "Oh, it's crazy and stuff." Like, what was it like personally?
Detroit is like it's the same as almost every urban area in America. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right,
the hood,
right,
urban. You know what I'm saying? We had it was good times, bad times, and in between.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It was rough,
Yep.
good, but it helped build character. So
Oh
but
yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's like growing up in Chicago or
Okay.
growing up in what I'm saying, Crenshaw or Compton or growing up in Dade County and you know what I'm saying. It's just the hood.
Right.
Everywhere is the hood. So
Right.
that's all it
Oh,
is.
oh yeah. Um. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. I had to move a bunch of stuff around. My dog got all crazy. Here we go.
Mhm.
I got it right here. Let's see here. Okay, you have some other tell us about your previous albums and discography and stuff because I want the fans to know because I want them to go out and go check all your shit out and start downloading music and stuff like that. Let's talk about some of your other endeavors. What else you have out right now?
I did a CD called "In My Blood" like in 2015.
Okay,
That's my first CD I did, my first full project, In My Blood.
Okay.
And I got a CD called Just a Little Sample Volume 1.
Yeah. Yep.
That was
That's the
my second
bomb.
CD.
Let me
Yeah,
write this
yep.
down. In my blood.
Yeah, I gotta get that one back up. In My Blood, Just a Little Sample Volume 2. And then I did the Bloodline after that.
Yeah.
That's the father and son CD.
Hell
Did
yeah.
that
Yep.
one. And then after that I did Old Soul.
Yes.
That came out in 2020.
Yep.
Old Soul, yep.
Hell
That's
yeah.
my last project I did. Yeah. So
Those are all
that's
dope,
that's it
bro.
right there. I guess it's like four projects.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All of them are dope too. Hey, you know what? There's a lot of rappers that you listen to them their first album, they're hungry. Then it seems like their second album they kind of lost that hunger. Not with you. I listen to your shit. It's like you get hungrier as your
Right.
discography goes on. You get hungrier. It's you don't lose that, and I love that. That's what I love about your style. Is like I said, I can tell you put your heart into it, and you don't just go in there like, this is my job now. I got to put some rhymes together. Like this shit
Right.
means something to you. You know?
Yeah, when you love it, that's how you treat it. When you love it, I never take a verse off. I do
Right?
features people. My features always be on that level. I never take a lazy day off. Like I feel like Kobe almost. I
Yeah.
ain't not never gonna just never take a slow day or an off day or I
Hell
said not an
yeah.
off day, but like never bullshit. And I try to come with my best. On everything I do.
Right. Hell yeah. And you know what? It shows. It definitely shows. Because I can put on
Right.
any, like I tell somebody, like, put on some Young Herc. They'll be, like, what's on? Like, just start with one and let them play because they're all good. I'll listen to them all. And that ain't no bullshit. I don't just tell people stuff just because they're on my show. Like,
Right.
I, you see me tweeting and on Instagram.
Right. Yeah.
And
And
I love it.
that's love because that's love. I was always taught that you never know who's gonna hear you for the first time. So
Right.
just
Right.
I never want nobody to say check out Young Herc, man, and they be like, oh, I heard that one song and I ain't like it, man. They be
Yeah.
no, you got to hear this. No, you got to hear this song. I don't want nobody to be like a specific song to go to show them I'm
Right.
good. I want the very first time you hear me on anything, you're gonna be like, who is that? And
Yes.
that's how I carry it when I rap and rhyme because I never know who's gonna hear me for the first time. So I
Yep.
gotta make a good impression on everything I do.
Right. Yes, I love that, and that makes perfect sense too. Because, like I said, I'm like that's what I told them. I'm like, put on any one of them, just start playing them, and all of them will be
Right.
good. Um,
That's a little
I do have my favorite songs and shit, but honestly, bro, all of them are fucking dope. And you pick good beats. You pick great beats. I wanted to ask you that too. Is that like when you pick beats, do you ever kind of say, well, I kind of want it to sound more like this? Like, do you get involved with how it sounds ever? Or
sometimes I do, but I think I got a way or I got a sound in my mind or
okay,
sound in my head, and then once it get close as it can to this, I hear a beat that sounds similar to what I had in mind.
yeah,
I rock with it. You know what I'm
nice,
saying? But I'm getting to that point to where I might hear a beat that's close to it and add something to bring it there.
nice, hell yeah, that's cool. What would you say is your favorite thing about hip hop? Whether it's being an outlet to you, or being what's your favorite thing about hip hop?
Um, favorite thing about hip hop? That's a hard question right there.
It's pretty generous.
favorite
It's my bad for that.
No, that's all right. No, that's all right. It's all right. It's like it's a broad question, but
Right?
like the favorite thing, I can tell you a couple of things I like about
Yeah.
hip hop. Hip hop is probably the most popular thing in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like hip hop has been implemented in everything, commercials, TV shows, movies, like hip hop and the culture. And it's so funny that hip hop is the youngest genre and the most powerful.
Right.
So I just love the fact that you can express yourself in certain ways in hip hop.
Yeah.
And then rap is just a rap is really just a part of hip hop. You got DJing, graffiti.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying break dance and it's different beatbox. It's different elements of hip hop,
Right.
but rap has just been the one. So like the rapping part of hip hop is what I enjoy the most.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool. I'm glad you brought that other stuff up because that's deep and that is a part of hip hop. Like you said, the b boys and breakdancing and graffiti.
Mhm.
That's cool, man. I yes,
Yeah,
more that shit needs to be brought more to people's attention and stuff because it. And you're right, it is the most popular thing on the planet. I remember especially when gangster rap first came out, all the naysayers like this shit ain't gonna last. Like this shit's a fad. Rap ain't gonna last. It'll be over in 5 years, 10 years. Now look at 20, 30 years later, and it's the biggest thing there is. It's
biggest
crazy.
thing it is. Man.
That's awesome.
That's
And you know,
that's amazing.
I got like from listening to Eminem all the time, that song on the Obi Trice album, There They Go. That's how I started listening to you guys because I heard your pops on there. And I was like,
Yeah, my
damn, who the
pops.
fuck is Big Herc? I like that. I started trying to find everything I could find with them. And then I was like, oh, damn, Younger.
Right.
Then I was like, man, I my mind's blown because I just, and then to have you on my show like this, like I'm serious, it's like I'm almost fanboying a little bit. It's
No,
so,
that's love, man. That's love, and I
oh yeah,
appreciate the respect and the love, man. To be able to say that, just rap. We love rap and hip hop, man. I can learn from my pops. I'm an extended branch from his tree. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah,
This is good, man, to be able to actually put music out that you enjoy. So
right.
I appreciate the feedback to be able to put something out and actually get a response from it, or actually make it be enjoyable for someone.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you definitely do that, brother. Absolutely. Um,
Right.
if you could change anything about hip hop or change a few things about it, what would you change, or would you just leave it alone?
If I could change hip hop, I would just change a lot of. I think a lot of propaganda they got going on in hip hop. So I
Yes.
would change a lot of that. Because it's affecting us, and a
Right.
lot of propaganda and things they putting in play that's starting to affect the youth and stuff. They don't understand, they can't see it subconsciously, so it's happening. So I
Right.
would try to change some of the messages they send out. You got to change the message
Yes.
of rap as a whole. Is not what it started from. It started as far speaking out and actually having a
Yes.
political stance and being able to voice what you viewing in the inner city. But now
Right.
it turned to something. So, but I would like to change it back or just try to even it out some because
Yes.
it's just it's kind of overbearing. It's overpowering now with just more hood and gangster rap, which
Right.
is no it's no problem with that too. But we got
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like
yeah.
that. Who do you look up to? I know, like growing up, did you have like uncles and who else do you look up to in your personal life? I know you look up to your pops a lot, and that's awesome. Like I'm pretty close with my dad too. Did you have like other uncles and stuff like that growing up to help guide you and stuff too?
Yeah, my uncle Jimmy. I look up to my uncle Jimmy.
Oh yeah,
That's my pop's uncle, so that's my great uncle.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
my uncle Jimmy. Yeah, he was an actor back in the late '70s, early '80s.
really,
Yeah, he'd been in been in movies with Tom Hanks and stuff, and been out there
really.
with Denzel and Dionne Warwick and stuff. So that's my
What?
Uncle Jimmy. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
And that's cool that because he's been in that type of business too, with somebody to help mentor through some of the craziness of the world. That's cool. Um,
Right.
do you remember what some of your earlier raps were about, or do you remember any of your like earlier raps when you were a kid or anything?
When I was a kid, I can remember a few lines from my first rap. I think I said I'm like a time bomb about to blow up. Told the flow up. You heard I was a dog. That's battle. You didn't show up or something like that. Like
Yeah.
my girl, I think it's probably my very first rap. I think that was my very
Yes.
first rap.
Yes.
It was
You're
pretty.
hearing history right here. You guys are hearing straight hip hop history right there. I like
It's
asking.
kind of that's real standard.
But hey, you could tell just right from the beginning that man, this is a young man writing this. Like you could tell just from hearing that. Like man, this kid's going places for real.
I was trying, man. Studying
right.
my pop.
And it wasn't just like you said, I'm here from glass, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like you were had multiple words going in there and shit like that. You were already
Right.
going off. You were hungry. Could
Yeah, that's a
tell.
lot of studying.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's the thing. People think rap is just rap. I've been a student of the game since I started rapping, so I did a lot of studying and learning. There's things you got to learn to make your craft better and
Right.
to get this. It depending on what you want out of rap. I want to be one of the best and learn how to
Yeah.
rap and create my own styles and learn different things. So I had to study. You got to study too sometimes. If you're gonna
Right.
be good at something.
Nice. Oh yeah. I like that answer, and that also shows in your raps and the things you say, because you you come up with some stuff where I was like, man, like that tore his head off for the bull like May 1st. I was like, what? Like literally, I thought my brain jumped up out of my head once I actually figured out what it meant and shit about like the Taurus on the fucking what's it called, horoscope,
And the,
for the
the
Gemini. Yeah.
zodiac sign.
Yep, zodiac signs. I was like, man, how, like, to me that shows that, like you said, you studied. You were a student of the game. You learned stuff in your off time. You listened to other people that were top tier and took it in. And man, it comes out in your rhymes. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I love doing reviews and shit. Like when I did that review, it's just like,
Yeah,
man, I can't help but jump up and down, yelling and acting crazy in here because it's epic.
yeah.
It's
The
epic.
lyrics, man, the power of lyrics.
Yes, it is. It's powerful. There's power in the shit we say, and that's cool. Sorry, excuse me. Um,
That's all right. That's love. Appreciate it.
oh, no problem. And yeah, man, again, thank you for coming on my show. That's love, dude. I really appreciate that. And I'm always gonna be bumping your music, always gonna be putting it all over all my pages and shit, because man, you guys got it going on. And I can't wait for sibling rivalry.
That's love. That's love, man. I appreciate you, man. We got a lot of dope songs on sibling rivalry, man. That's gonna really be
That's
a real good project. I'm not just trying to just throw something together. We put together a nice little concept.
right.
We got a nice amount of songs. I'm thinking about it. We got a nice amount of songs for hip hop,
Yeah,
street songs. Got a creativity
yeah,
stuff for women. So we got a
yeah.
lot of like mixture.
Full
Yeah,
circle, everything.
yeah. Full meal, full meal.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like if you guys press up them physical copies, I definitely will order one. I like if you could, man. I'd love it. Like I understand if you don't got time and shit, but if you guys signed that motherfucker for me, just autographed it, just literally across the album and shit, man,
All right.
I'd love it. I'd love
That
it.
yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna see if we can do that. Get a small order, maybe like a 25, between 25 and 50 CDs,
Yeah,
depending on how many people that still want CDs.
yeah. Right, because I know there'll be a couple other guys like me that are like, no, no, I need that physical copy and shit. But yeah,
Right.
I hate how it's gone all digital and people's attention span. They like trying to listen to a whole album and they're just like go from song to song. I'm like, no, I like
Yeah.
listening to a song, listening to the build, like listen to the crescendos and each snare, like just everything, the way it builds up. It's all part of it. I don't understand
Right.
this new line of thinking. I don't get it.
Different. It's different, and sometimes you gotta adjust. I find ways to adjust too. Like it's like people that used to play basketball used to think that a bounce pass was incredible. Like
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Not saying like, but the game evolved to where now you got people doing behind the back pass between the defender legs.
right,
So
right,
it just depends. The game changed. Not saying which is better or not,
right,
because sometimes I like the lyric, which is a regular bounce pass that's dope
right,
lyrics, but now they got the beats that's carrying stuff, and it's like that's the behind the back because the sauce and the beat sound so appealing to the ear
right,
that it look better, but they might not make free throws as good, so the
right,
fundamentals off.
right,
That's
right.
that's what it is. So that's the
Exactly.
new area. Yeah.
Yes. See, that's why we need more guys like you making music that actually do it right and care about that kind of shit, man. Because there's
Right.
so much, man. There's so much shit out there that to me is unlistenable. Like I can't do it. Like I need first, like I can even take a beat. You know, like when you first hear a beat, like and it's like, man, I don't know, but if dude starts rapping a certain way to it, he can take that beat that was kind of sus at first and turn it into something dope. Or like, man, wait till he starts rapping. Listen to this, you know.
Yeah,
And it's like
I do it.
I wish we were back to those days. I don't know if we'll ever see those days again. I'm hoping, but man,
You gotta just find the artists. We probably
yes,
never go back to those days. We got to just find the artists like Griselda and
yes,
artists like that. Ransom 38 Special. They got a whole different. It's artists like that that's
yes,
breaking out that old feel. So
right. You're right, because
yeah,
for a while there, I didn't really look for any new artists or music for a few years, and I remember in like 2014, 2016, something like that, I started hearing about mumble rap, and so I'm like, what the hell is this? And I couldn't, Lil Pump with his songs, and I ain't dissing nobody or nothing, but I was just looking at like, this is rap now, and I just thought that's how it all was. But now that I started actually looking into it the last few years, listening to you guys and Griffinstein and and uh, touching back with Young Z and the Outsiders out there in Jersey and Beeville and so I can't believe like there are
right.
some real ill rappers out there still, but like you said, you got to look for them. You got to find
You gotta
what you
look for
like
it. Yeah,
because there's just so much shit. There's so much stuff out there. It's like there's almost like a different little niche of music for every single little niche of
for
people to get
everything.
into. Everything.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
making like trap metal now. like I always
yeah,
see it on Facebook. Them little advertisers, like if you like getting yelled at and are into like esoteric stuff, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. People finding ways to be more innovative and creative because it might create a whole new genre again, like how hip hop came out of nowhere. So you
right,
got people that's trying to create something new.
right. Like when they came
Yeah,
out with that rap rock and shit, that went for a while and shit like that, and trap and yeah, man. Um, what
yes,
would you say? What are your goals for? What are your goals for? You know, that's really a broad question, but what are your goals for the rap game? I mean, I know you want to make great music, and you do. Um, what would you say would be the pinnacle of your career, though? If what would be the pinnacle?
I think I already reached it, man. We know, like the love I receive, even from you.
Oh yeah,
When I make music, I just want the way you respond to music. That's my goal. I never
yes,
got in the rap for people to say for me to get rich or make a bunch of money, but for people to respect my craft because I came
hell
in to
yeah,
make good music. So that's that's the pinnacle for me. So when people that appreciate it genuinely, that's
hell
my
yeah,
goal. So I feel like I don't got no. I want a big house or millions. Something I want to be able to touch people and they can be like, "That's dope," or make songs people
yes,
can feel. So I think I've got to that point.
yes. Yeah, dude, that was one of the best answers I've ever heard, and that inspired me itself because it's like, my it's like my dream. My dream was to be able to talk to my favorite rappers and talk shop with them and just talk about rap and shit like that. And here I am
Right,
doing it, and it's like this is my goal too. It's like this was my dream, and it's happening. So thank you for helping make
right.
that happen and shit, man. That's dope.
Ain't no problem with that, man. That's what raps. That's what it's about, man. Making some music to be able to communicate. We communicate through music. You know what
Hell
I'm
yeah,
saying? That's what it is.
hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I wanted to ask you, what is the name of that song? You had that song where you were it's kind of a sad song and you're rapping about a father not being around and stuff. Like
Oh,
when
that's called How Come.
yes, yes. The reason I bring that up is because you said, you want to make music that touches people and and man, that song, bro, I can't even think about it without tearing up and stuff, man. And my dad's been around my whole life. Always. I've never
My
not had him there, but just hearing that
mine
song,
too.
But see, you still thought that stuff up, and it, dude, it touched me so hard. Like, I seriously, I can't even think about that song without starting to cry. That's how deep that shit is, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
see, that's what I do. Rap is that's when I was telling you earlier. Rap was about doing something political or like having a message to it. So my
right,
father been in my life my whole life. He never left. So, but I
right,
feel like I needed to touch on that to people that didn't have a father
right,
and speak from their perspective to
man,
be able to get them a void to feel maybe like, oh, okay, all right, to
right,
be able to be touched by that.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
that touched me, and I, like, I no bullshit, bro. Like, I literally started looking up like facts about you, so because I was like, man, I thought Big Herc was his dad. Like, I started like
yeah,
looking.
yeah, yeah.
Like you were so real on that, man.
Yeah, that's what you call third person writing. You know, it
Man.
don't have to. It's not necessarily your life or what you're going through, but it's from another perspective, a third person.
Well, you channeled that shit, and you seriously, bro. That's gonna help a lot of people and touch them, and that's really that's a dope song. Like I said, all your songs are dope.
That's
Thank
love,
you.
man. Appreciate it.
I'll probably let you wrap it up here and stuff. It's getting a little bit late, and I know you're an hour ahead of us and stuff. So, but
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah. But brother, I want to thank you again for being on the honor show. It's an honor to have you on here, and you're always welcome to come on here anytime. I'm always gonna
Uh,
be giving your music props, and yeah, man, I can't wait for sibling rivalry.
Man, no problem, man. I appreciate you, man, for supporting me, man. It's been
Thank
nothing
you.
but love and respect ever since he reached out to me and we the conversations we had and when you show love and support. So I appreciate you. That's why it's no problem at all for me to come support you. And you been supporting me, so
Hell yeah,
definitely, man. I'm gonna continue to watch this show, man, and
hell yeah,
support whatever you need me to do. Let me know. Share and support.
hell
It's the
yeah.
way you support me. So just let me know.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me. That really does. That means
Yeah.
the world to me. And likewise, man, that's hip hop thing. I want it to just keep going, and I want it to be a blessing to everyone's life, blessing to your life. And hip hop has done so much for me. It's honestly, I don't think I'd be here if I didn't have that rap to go sit in the tree fort alone and cry and just listen to my Walkman until the
Right.
batteries ran out because I didn't have, I had a hard time growing up and that's all I had
Yeah.
was my music. I could go listen to
Yeah.
Tupac and Cypress Hill and go listen to
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and just go out there and just listen to music and get lost in it. you know?
Yeah, man. Music is how emotions sound.
Right.
You hear
Oh
music.
yeah.
That's what music is how emotions sound because
Yeah.
whatever song you hear, it can trigger emotions.
Yeah.
You can hear a hype song, it make you get aggressive.
Right.
You hear a somber song, you feel more mellow and sad.
Right.
You can hear a church song, you feel the spirit. You hear an R&B
Right.
song, you feel smooth with your music is how emotions sound.
Yeah.
That's why it's so powerful.
Hell yeah, it is. I like the way you put that. I'm gonna remember
Yes.
that. Hell yeah. Well, hey, brother, you have a good night. God bless. And again, thank you, brother.
Definitely appreciate it. Anything you need, man, hit me up, man.
Hell
No
yeah.
problem. The honor show. We on the honor show, man.
Hell yeah. Thanks, brother. Have a good night.
Have you too. Yep.
Peace. How do I? Oh man, dude, super cool. Woohoo! Damn, that was a dope interview. Thank you, young Herc. And now, you guys can really help me out. You gotta help me! By hitting that like button for me. And so you guys never miss any future episodes, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with that little bell icon. God bless. You guys have a good night.